This is the Big O Show. 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 This.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 MDX, $469 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
So here's the putting green. See? There you go. Got two flags. One is over there where Cutter's Edge Pro. It's not coming out now. Come on. Come on, wind. Give me a little wind. No, unfortunately. But there you go. And this one says Big O here. There you go. So there's my putting green. It's about, I would say about 25 feet, something like that. I get to practice, have a little fun. See? And then, of course, we got, the bunkers. Got to have the bunkers, man. Got all kinds of bunkers there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a taste of our backyard. There's Maiden right there. Maiden. Bono, how you doing, Bono? Bono. He's a Carolina dog, by the way. These dogs are amazing. Their temperaments are awesome. But there is the Sylvester Palm, which is just beautiful. All right, call my guys, Will and Mike at Cutter's Edge Pro. They will take care of you. Dogs are not included, okay? Can't include the dogs. Those are mine. But the exceptional work, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. Make your home an oasis. CuttersEdgePro.com. Go to their Instagram page, by the way, so you can see a lot of the before and after work that they do. And it is exceptional, baby. This thing's been on here for about 9 months. No grass growing through it or anything like that. Right, Bono? Huh? Bono!
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 RDX, $419 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Take a journey to our Caribbean paradise at Toyota of Hollywood. Get in the groove with great deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a Corolla, not $24,000, just $17,975. You'll be cruising and chilling with super low 2.99% financing. Feel the rhythms of the Caribbean today at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Alrighty, welcome aboard on a beautiful Wednesday. Not a good day, in Pantherland, but overall it is a blessing because we woke up today, right? I mean, every day is a blessing, and that's the way we got to look at it. But boy, gotta tell you, that was rough last night. Okay, I'm not talking about Lindsey rough. That was a different kind of rough with the Panthers. No, that it was rough watch last night. The mistakes, the defense, the turnovers, the lack of fire to start the game. I'm just not seeing the same team. We talked about a lot of stuff last night in the post-game show. Is it time to panic? No. Concern? Yeah. You should be concerned. But panic? Yeah, because, panic is it's the third period in game 7. You're down by 1. That's panic. That's the panic. So, it's all right. They'll get through it, and hopefully they'll win on Friday. They better win on Friday. They better find a way to win on Friday. I'll tell you this. Here's the thing. When you think about it, the Oilers gained momentum 3 games ago when they came back to lose by a goal. It was 4-3, right? That the fourth goal was Barkov's, right? The game after the hit, right? So they kind of gained momentum in that game. And then the Panthers hung on and won. And it was like karma, and you're up 3-0, yada, yada, yada. And then they went on to win the next 2 games. Well, last night, it was their game the first 2 periods. And then in the third period, the Panthers started to play their game finally. And they lost. They gave up the empty netter at the end and all that, but they kind of came back on them, right? Down by a goal with, a little over a minute left in the game or whatever. And so you had a shot. So the question will be now is, do the Panthers gain any momentum from the third period of last night? The way the Oilers gained momentum in Game 3 when they came back to lose, but they did come back and they were storming back and they were playing the better hockey down the stretch of that game, even though the Panthers won. Correct? So the Panthers were playing the better hockey last night in the third period. So now we're going to find out if momentum carries them from that third period on, or does Edmonton use the momentum overall of the 2 wins to then pick up their third straight victory? And boy, what a bitch, huh? That would be crazy. One team wins 3 straight, the next team wins 3 straight. That's kind of wacky. That's not something you see all the time. So let's hope that doesn't happen, but it'll be interesting to see what Panther team comes out, and you'll know right away in the first period. Right away. If they don't play like they're playing, like they've played most of the playoffs and early in this series and in the third period last night, if they're not playing that hockey, then, then they're going to open themselves up for where they're at right now, as they're up 3-2 and people are, questioning it and giving up on the team already. So crazy stuff, man. We'll see what happens. I see Heriberto Hernandez is in the house. No lazy passes. I agree with that. Mental breakdowns. Yep. They are better. Steven Gonzalez, sloppy plays. I agree. Steve Chapman in the house. He's dusted off the Meow Meow song. I'm not ready for that yet, but if you lose the Stanley Cup, we will be playing the Meow Meow song. Yes.
But I don't think it's the fact that they're not playing
they're
tough
not
or anything. They're not soft. It's just they're making
up
so many mistakes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Connor McDavid is playing Connor McDavid right now. That's the thing. I mean, he's had 4 points in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
4 points each game in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so. He's been kicking ass. And that's something they've done throughout the series. They've kept all the best players in check. And they've kept him in check up until, So it's just crazy stuff. Miles Deep is in the house. I agree. Got to win it. Robert T. Kyle Cockrell. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Wish I had more dry powder to employ. Hopefully we can even go a little bit lower. It's truly a blessing. You're talking about the crypto. Yes. Although Bitcoin hasn't really gone down that much. It's gone down a little bit, but it's kind of stayed in that same window. And it went back up. It went to 64, and then it went up to 6, and then it kind of hung out in 65 for the last 18 hours. But it did go down to 64 for a short moment. And then I think it's still at 65 right now when I checked. But the real deals are in the altcoins. We're at 64,933 right now, so right around 65. The real deal is with the altcoins, because that's where you got an opportunity to lower your overall price for certain coins. It all depends on when you got in. You know what I'm saying? And then you got an opportunity to lower your overall price, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you could do that, Jasmine just went under 3 cents for the first time in this dip because Jasmine was holding strong, and now it's down 6%, and it just got to 294, so it's just under 3 cents. They would have to get like under 2 cents maybe for me to start buying Jasmine again, because I have Jasmine like at 33/3 of 33,000th of a penny. So that would raise my price overall, even if I bought it under 2 cents. What else? What else? What else? But there's a lot of really good deals going on right now. So you are right, Kyle. But a lot of them, like Polka Dot at 581, that's a hell of a deal. Right now, Cosmos at $6.82. That's a hell of a deal. Cardano at 38 cents. Polygon, oh my God, Polygon at 57 cents. And plus, you get to stake it on Exodus for 5%. ADA, you can get it for 38 cents and stake it on Exodus for 3%. Ethereum is now down to 3,500. You can stake it for 3.77%. Cosmos is at 682, and you can stake it for 14.7%. So, I mean, there's a lot of good deals right now. Chainlink is a monster. I think it'll be $100 when this bull run is over. It's at $14 right now. $14.13. Great deal. Yeah, there's a lot of good. H bar down just under 8 cents. That's freaking amazing. Load up on that bitch. There's a lot of really good deals on the altcoins right now. And then, of course, Bitcoin. Do not stop buying Bitcoin. Stack those sats. I'm sorry. Stack those sats. So, Kyle, you should be excited, my brother. There is a lot of great shopping going on in crypto. And the good thing is that you've got soft hands that have panicked and have sold, which has given opportunities for those of us that are staying strong and waiting for this thing to turn around. By the way, this was just reported today, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of the skinny. $779 billion Bernstein says Bitcoin ETFs are about to be approved at major financial institutions. That becomes all those 401ks and all that stuff. They're all going to add it. All these unions and everything, they're all going to add it to their balance sheets. And there's going to be a moment, those of you that have been buying Bitcoin for the last few months, years, good for you, and you've held and you're holding strong. When mass adoption we're right in the midst of this whole thing happening. And over the next 6 months, this is going to get out of freaking control. So just hang in there. By December, easily over $200 by January of 2025. Easily over 200,000. Easily. It's going to go in a parabolic run like nobody has ever seen, because the corporate greed is about to take over. And so it'll price retail, which is you and me, out. And that's why I've been telling you and me for 4 years now, yo, buy, do it now. Do it before these people get in. And the really rich and powerful and smart people weren't in yet. Now they're getting in. And it's going to get out of control. So, yeah, take advantage. Kyle, you're a smart man. Like many of you out there that are staying strong in all of this, and you're not getting shaken by See, if you survived the last dip, these dips here they don't phase you. Okay? These things don't phase you, because you've seen a lot of these coins even lower, So it's It's just a whole different ball game. But anyway, Kyle, take advantage, my brother. You're a smart man. Cosa Nostra's banging that drum. God. Biden could be the one banging the drum. And yep. You know, we've got candidates now. I at least this is breaking news. Candidates for if we have Game 7, okay, could be Joe Biden. I mean, think about it. He probably will fall down in between hitting the drum because it's kind of what he does. There you go. That's Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman is definitely one of them. I can see Gene Hackman. Okay. Everybody can see Gene Hackman. He's like 92. He's ready to bang the drum for Game 7. I like it. What about the Clint Eastwood? Clint Eastwood is ready to bang the drum for the Panthers. I mean, you know, he's in his 90s. Why don't you make his day? Bring Clint Eastwood aboard. Biden. Good old Joe. He'll hit it, go out of balance and fall down. Then they pick him back up again. He hit it again, you know, or tap. Because, you know, that's what they do with the Panthers now. They bring somebody to tap the drums like they did with good old Jack. And listen, no disrespect. We love Jack. We know his greatness. He had no business doing what he did yesterday. It's not his fault. They asked him and he went. Look at Chef Schumer. Chef Schumer. Huh? There's a man that knows how to grill raw burgers with cheese. Oh, man, this guy right here, he can bang the drum. Definitely. These are your candidates. This is breaking news right here on the platform. Florida Panthers considering Gene Hackman. Yep, Clint Eastwood, Joe Biden, and Chef Schumer to bang the drums. Yep. Or tap the drum, whatever you want to call it. Either way. But that was terrible last night. That was worse than the effort by the team in the first two periods. Yeah, I like I said on the postgame show, I want to be in the meeting where they sat around and said, "Yeah, that's a good idea." That's all I'm asking, bro. I just want to be in the meeting that says that was a good idea. So I can just like sit there and like laugh at the person. You know me, if I was in that org, do you think I would have stayed quiet? I just said, "No, guys, listen, I'm sorry, okay, but this is not a good idea. You want momentum. You want buzz in the building. People, and then there's a 90-year-old man that's gonna tap, tap, tap. And all the young people, they didn't know who the hell Jack Nicklaus was. That was a disservice to Jack Nicklaus, a disservice to the Panthers, a disservice to the moment, a disservice to the fans. Like you couldn't have picked a worse person to do something like that. You're supposed to pick somebody vibrant, somebody with life, somebody that can bang the drum. Bang it, baby. You know, again, we all love Jack. Everybody respects who Jack is, what he meant to his sport. We know he's in the Mount Rushmore of golf. We understand all of that. It still doesn't fit the moment. You know, and Mike Russo, who is one of the best hockey insiders in the NHL, reached out to me this morning because he saw my post that I put on a night like tonight, you get Scott Mellenby. And he's like, well, dude, no, he's working for the Blues front office, so there's no way they could use Mellenby. And I said, okay, well, Beezer, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, it's simple math, bro. Go. Doug McLean, do you think he's not old enough, right? He's still young enough to bang the drum, right? So, bring Doug McClain. I mean, dude, come on. Are you kidding me? Brian Scrudlin. Where is Brian Scrudlin? Let's go. Paul Loss. What you do is right before the drum, you put up a small package highlight of whoever that Panther is just to refresh the younger generation that wasn't around. The older generation is going to know all those guys I said. But if you want to do that, TV, you sink it in, everybody watch it, boom, 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 bam, and then here comes the drum, and it's him. Highlights of Beezer on his head, and then here's Beezer banging the drum. Come on, man. I mean, listen, when local teams are having issues with stuff and they need like a real objective voice, I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm here for the Panthers. I'm here for the Heat, the Dolphins, Inter Miami, the Canes. Did I leave anybody out? Marlins don't spend. They don't need any help. They don't need any help. They should have Jack Nicklaus should be banging the drums for a Marlins game because you'll actually be able to hear it since there's nobody in the stadium. You can actually hear the taps from Jack Nicklaus on the drum at Miami Marlins Stadium. The taps. That would be good. Like I said on social media, or even yesterday on the show, Jack Nicklaus would be tapping the drum for me at War Memorial before a practice. Not during any game. And if anything, you use him in game 82 of the regular season. I mean, that was bad last night. That was that was a really terrible move by the PR department. And whoever thought that was a good idea, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a shitty idea. A really shitty idea. Anyway, think Blue Dodgers, Morning Fins Nation. He's waking and baking in Los Angeles. Chef Jew, what's good, Big O? Everyone, how y'all doing this afternoon? Check your pulse. Yeah, we need it. Fins up. That's right. Hit that subscribe button, folks. Let's go. Smash it. We've got 52. There's already 108 watching, so let's go. Let's bring it up. I feel our Panthers will win the cup. They better get it done. Gus is in the house. Dude 67. Jay Gelfin. One-Eyed Jack. Oscar Rojas. Smash that like button. And yes, rest in peace to the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. I will say this. At least he got 93 in. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. The Lord let you enjoy a really good chunk of life when you get 93. I mean, I started the show by telling you it's a Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday because we're blessed to enjoy this Wednesday, aren't we? And the Say Hey Kid was able to enjoy 93 years of those beautiful days. So that's a blessing in itself. We were blessed to have him, to watch him. Well, those of you that watched him, obviously, I'm a little too young to have watched, the Willie Mays play. But wow, pretty cool for the Say Hey Kid, man. Pretty cool. Rest in peace. The Lord got himself a good one up there now. Another good one. Let's see what else. Not yet, Mark. They're not blowing it yet. They've lost 1 and 2 games in every series, so we'll see what happens. If they win on Friday, it is what it is. It's all good. They got it done. Thank you, Yader Castro. I appreciate the love. Chris Esco. Let's see. Still buzzed from last night's Twin Peaks Pines was lit. Good morning, O, from Brian. Thank you, sir. J-Town, Coach AJ, Adam Sadowski, Drago, Vamos Gatos, Giovanni. Last 2 periods we played our style of hockey. Oilers were limited just as Oilers got momentum in game 3 loss. Next 1.5 games, I think. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. Yep. Let's hope so. Big Johnson says they got to take advantage of this opportunity, finally getting past my Lightning. This seems to be the Cats' year. They need to jump on them early in the game and stop the Oilers' momentum. Agree? Skylar Tipton in, man of 1,005 holds. Crypto Fins. Josh is in. Let's go Inter Miami. That's right. We got Inter Miami tonight against Columbus. Dolphin State of Mind is in. Rosendo, may this Wednesday guide your every step as you navigate through the challenges and opportunities of this day. Jeff is in Long Island. James Vivinetti. Nice guy, 9517. This is going one of the greatest chokes in sports history. Okay. Oh, you are my therapist. I appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Brooklyn Rob is in. Tired Verhage and Reinhardt have disappeared. Yeah, the stars have to be stars. And hopefully they'll wake up on Friday. Maybe you got a little complacent 3-0 and you lost a little bit of your edge. And now you got to kind of get your edge back. And it looked like that third period they had their edge back. So we'll see. I'm not ready to panic. Am I concerned? Yeah. But panicking? Nah. You got to start losing Friday, and then maybe I can start to panic a little bit. Yeah. But no, not yet. I'm not ready for that. I'm concerned. I'm pissed off. And they should be pissed off themselves at them. They should be pissed off at themselves. Yeah, Jack was a buzzkill. Yeah. There's a buzz and then the tap, tap, tap. And it's like, you're even in the house, my wife and I, my daughter, we were like, what the hell is this? It was like the weirdest thing, dude. It did not belong. It just was completely out of place. Terrible call on their part. Alexis says this is load up time. That's exactly it. When people are panicking and they're selling and there's blood on the streets, like they used to say, that's exactly it. That's right when you get in. Biden freezes, then hits the drum. That could happen. He could also hit the drum and fall. Tap the drum, and fall. But either one is possible for him. He might even forget to hit the drum. After you give him this drumstick, yeah, he'll like hand it back to you or something. Right. He'll think it's like a hot potato or something, No, Mr. President, we want you to hit the drum. Okay. Let's see. Warren Buffett. Oh, that would be. Is he loading up on Bitcoin now? I'm blinking Bitcoin. Chuck Norris beating that. Chuck Norris can still do it. I would. Chuck Norris would be solid. Solid. How about invite them all at the same time to bang the drum? I don't know. It'll be at different speeds. Yeah, there's no way you can time all those old geezers at the same time, Giovanni. And plus, then you're also making everybody wait an extra hour. Yeah, that'll be tough. Yeah. Frankie says Biden might fall asleep before you. That's also a possibility. Falling asleep, forgetting he has to hit it, freezing up, falling. All of these things are on the table for good old Joe. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Bring in Santana and Wilfredo Reyes Jr. to bang the drums. John Santos, I didn't watch the game. Who was worse, Dan Marino or Jack Nicklaus? Marino wasn't great either, but Jack Nicklaus is 476 years old. How much energy do you have at 476 years? It's hard to bang the drum. You're certainly not banging something else. Big O, going to Greece today for my cousin's wedding. That's one place I want to go. I got to take the wife to Greece. Got to take the wife to Greece. What was that? What was that movie? Summer Lovers. Anybody watch Summer Lovers back in the day? Anthony, you're going to Greece? It's probably a long plane ride, right? See if you can take the movie Summer Lovers with you and watch it on the plane. Okay? It's about a guy that goes with a girl to Greece for the summer, and they end up meeting another girl. And the rest is history. So, great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. If I remember correctly, Summer Lovers had a great soundtrack. And then, of course, the views of Greece there, which is just a beautiful place. So, yeah, check it out. Check it out. We'll be at 3 a.m. over where I'm at during Game 5. Think we'll record it and watch. Now I need to mute all my push notifications and texts, LOL. Summer Lovers. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I know that's one of the songs in it. There's a New Order in that soundtrack. Let me see. I mean, Jim, let me just look it up. Summer Lovers soundtrack. Let's see. I'm not gonna tell you it's one of the greatest soundtracks, but if I remember correctly, it's a good soundtrack. List of songs. Here we go. Summer Lovers from Michael Cimbello, which is She's a Maniac. That's Michael Cimbello. Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough. Elton John and Kiki D, Take Me Down to the Ocean. Lime, Your Love is never changing. Your love is never changing. Sexy Dancer from Prince. Sexuality from Prince. If Love Takes You Away, Stephen Bishop. Crazy in the Night, Tina Turner. Dreaming from Peter Skellin. I don't know what that one is. Play to Win, Heaven 17. Do What You Want to Do, Nina Hendrix. Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Get Away, Chicago. Johnny and Mary, Tina Turner. I'm So Excited, The Pointer Sisters. Love and Emotion, Mink DeVille. I mean, dude, told you. It's a hell of a soundtrack. You know? Again, the information in here is just, there's a lot of just crap. It's a lot of crap. It's a lot of crap that's filed away in here. Useless information, but fun, you know, and factual, by the way. Let's see. Jay Gelfis says Panthers won when McDaniel and Mourning banged the drum. Messi should. I said somebody suggested Messi last night, and I said there's no script involved. He doesn't have to do an interview, so he'll do that. Yeah, he doesn't even have to say he doesn't even have to, like, the longest script he has is Michelob. So yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Let's bang it. Oh, give it some real South Florida vibrancy and soul. I agree. What else do we have? I pick Orlando Alzagir. I guarantee a Panthers win. Yeah, I tell you what, Viola and Sifu want to win on Game 7. You're right about that. You got to get me to bang that drum. Get somebody born and raised in South Florida that loves all the South Florida teams, loves the hell out of the Panthers. They know it. Okay? Come on. You want to win game 7? You have me bang that drum. That's a good one right there. I have to agree with you on that one. I'm going to have to agree with that one. Frankie Fresco with some love on the super chat. Remember, you can make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Oh, you can never go wrong with a baby boomer banging the drum. Also, Joe Henry joined the 25 Battle Royale, AEW, WED, MJF, or Rush. What's MJF stand for again? I'm not picking anybody named Maxwell. So you can forget about that. Plus, I love Rush. Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart. That is one of the great bands of all time, Rush. What?
I love how you pronounce it, but it's Roosh.
Well,
I don't know if that changes anything, but it's not Rush, it's Roosh.
Well, he wants to be Mr. Roosh, the douche. But really, I'm going to go with Rush. And so since Roosh the douche is copying really Rush and stealing the name Rush to make it called Roosh now all of a sudden, Certain. Oh, my God. Okay. No, but we're going to go with Rush, not Roosh. Next thing you tell me, he's walking around with a Fabergé egg, too, at the same time. Roosh. Roosh sounds like a guy that has a butler. He does? Oh, they fired him? Okay. That's right. Manuel Garcia knows his summer lovers with the Daryl Hannah reference. Very nice, Manuel. Very nice. That's probably the last banging Jack Nicholas May do in this. Yeah. Jack hasn't done any banging in forever. Big O, I saw Summer Lovers. The French chick was kind of cute. I thought, yes, she was. Beautiful eyes, I remember. She had like these gorgeous blue eyes. Yeah. Listen, dude, a man with 2 women all summer in Greece. You know, what can I tell you? When you hit the jackpot, you hit the jackpot. Okay? That's all I can tell you. What's weird is that this Cats team is known for their mental toughness. It's who they are. This is a hyper-talented team that is mentally weak. No, yeah. Now, then again, maybe sometimes we got to tip the hat and say, okay, these guys stepped up and they played and Miami didn't match them. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that woke them up. Let's hope so. I'm about to order my first Panthers jersey, getting it from Caneswear. What are your thoughts on the home red with the new logo? I wanted the away jersey because it says Florida on the crest. I'm going to get the red always because it's also cleaner. So, but I'm going to get the home red jersey. That's what I would do. Remember, Big O 10, so you get your 10% off, Skyler. And enjoy, my brother. And here at Caneswear, they got everything. At the top of the hour, we're going to give you a little look-see at the store. We'll have some fun with that. Best soundtrack of all time. Oh, dude, that's too subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard because somebody that likes the music, the style of the music from The Big Chill would tell you The Big Chill. And then somebody that likes a more dancing-like era will say, no, dude, Saturday Night Fever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, like, phenomenal soundtracks. Pretty in Pink. Okay, but are you a new wave person? Are you a disco person? Are you a classic rock person? You know what I'm saying? And so that's where the trick gets when you start. It's a subjective discussion because when you say best soundtrack, it also could mean the genre of music that you gravitate to more than others. Like, I love all three of those soundtracks, but I'm open to all kinds of music. You know what I'm saying? So so if I listen to Fast Times at Richmond High, that's got a phenomenal soundtrack. But again, if I'm not into that kind of rock, but I'm into dance, then I'm going to lean more to Saturday Night Fever. But, it's just kind of hard to pick an all-time greatest soundtrack. Summer Lovers is a great soundtrack. Absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. There's a soundtrack that I think it's underrated, would never be ever voted by anybody best soundtrack ever. But Christian Slater did a movie called Pump Up the Volume, where he plays a DJ, and I absolutely love that soundtrack. It's a great soundtrack. It's just I think it's one that we would there's no winner there. Put it that way. It's really hard to say, "Oh, this is the best all-time soundtrack." What? High Infidelity, yeah. Yeah. High Fidelity is one of those that you're talking about just an absolutely sick soundtrack. Yeah. There's a bunch of them like that. And you could come up with all while it was mostly formed for the movie, but it ended up with a whole bunch of hits. The Grease soundtrack has a ton of hits, and some people would love that, as you know what I mean? Subjective, man. It just is, you know? Another great soundtrack from a John Travolta movie, Urban Cowboy. Phenomenal soundtrack. But if you don't like Charlie Daniels, I can't help you. So you're not going to like it. If you don't like some of the music inside of the Urban Cowboy soundtrack, you're not going to call that one of the great soundtracks. But guess what? As a guy that loves all kinds of music, yeah, that's one of the best soundtracks out there. It's a phenomenal soundtrack. It's hard, man. Apocalypse Now has, if I remember correctly, has a pretty damn good soundtrack. It's really hard, man. Really, really hard. All the young people in the Panthers crowd had to Google who is Jack Nicklaus, yeah, or ask their dad or big brother or sister or something. Hey, who's that? Big O, have you heard about this NFL Sunday Ticket lawsuit? Yeah, I heard something about it. I don't know too much about it. Peter Gallagher, look at you with the little Summer Lovers reference and the drum. How about that? Peter Gallagher will bang the drums with his eyebrows. Remember, the Oilers are fighting for their lives. The hardest game to clinch is the fourth game. The Panthers should start Game 6 by scoring early to silence the crowd. Yep. All right, Keith Baugh, Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I like it. Jafrod says, how about Fort Lauderdale's own Chris Everett to bang the drum? Yeah, at this point, I don't know if Chris can bang the drum also. You know what I'm saying? She's a little bit up there in age also at this point. We'll watch Summer Lovers. Watch it, Anthony. You will enjoy the hell out of that movie. It's a good movie to watch. Great soundtrack. The views of Greece are fantastic. It's cool. Panthers are trying to be the Buffalo Bills of the NHL, says Andres Sandoval. That's impossible. You'd have to go to 4 Stanley Cups to do that. My favorite soundtrack of all time? That's tough. It might be one of the ones I just mentioned. Man, I don't know. I like so many of them. Armageddon, pretty good, Edward Thurston. I remember that one. That one has a couple really good songs. Yep. Yep. Barry Gordon's The Last Dragon, great soundtrack. God, I don't remember the songs in it. My bad. My bad. Miles Deep. I don't remember the songs in that one. You gotta look it up. The Last Dragon soundtrack. Tell me what it is. Oh, Top Gun. Outstanding freaking soundtrack, dude. Outstanding soundtrack. That's a great call. Go ahead.
All right. So it was the Last Dragon title song from Dwight David, Seventh Heaven, Star, Fire, The Glow, Rhythm of the Night, Upset Stomach, First Time on a Ferris Wheel, Peeping Tom, Inside You by the Temptations.
All right. Decent. I wouldn't call it a great soundtrack. Decent. The Bodyguard. You're right. The Bodyguard does have a great soundtrack because that's Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. I first thought My Bodyguard with Matt Dillon and I forgot the name of the big guy and the kid that was in Meatballs that ran the thing and Cusack, Joan Cusack is in it and all. So I was thinking My Bodyguard and I'm thinking, huh? But yeah, The Bodyguard. My Bodyguard is like a after school movie we used to watch back in the 70s. If I don't know how many of you even remember that movie that I just mentioned, My Bodyguard. But anyway, it is what it is. Saturday Night Fever, I can't argue with anybody that says Saturday Night Fever is the best soundtrack because it arguably could be the best soundtrack. Every freaking song was just amazing in that soundtrack. So, yeah. Top Gun was the best, hands down. Can't argue with somebody that loves that one. And Fast Times at Richmond High, I can't argue with anybody that loves that one. That one is freaking amazing, dude. Amazing. The Eminem movie. Oh, yeah. 8 Mile you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Footloose also. Yes, very good. Very good. You're spot on with Summer Lovers. Very good movie with Daryl Hannah. Great soundtrack. Pointer Sisters. Yes, sir. Dazed and Confused. Yes. Dead Presidents. Yes. One-Eyed Jack. Nice job by you, dude. Those are, I forgot about Dead Presidents. Dazed and Confused. Definitely great soundtrack. Dead Presidents. I like it. I like it. Charlie Daniels started me dipping. I love Orange Blossom Special. That's a great song from Charlie Daniels. Kill Bill soundtrack. Yes. That's a good one. Let's see. Now I have to listen to the bald guy singing both national anthems. Oh, man. Will they bring at least the Oiler can babe to the game? She won't come back? Yeah, you saw the video? Yeah, I saw it. Like, people are pissed at her. People are, like, giving her shit for flashing her pair. Like, what kind of a tight ass are you that you're going to be going after this woman because she flashed her pair? Like, seriously. Brother, it's American to flash. If you're a woman, flashing the top is like the guys flashing their butts. It's an American pastime. Okay? You don't flash your bottom part on the front side, men or women. Now you're a pervert. That's the difference. Okay? It's fun when you flash breasts or you flash a butt. You want to do that, flashing the butt out the car or the breastises because they're throwing beads or whatever. Hey, bro, that's the American pastime. That's not a crime. That's the American pastime. Now, if you're flashing the bottom part on the front side, We don't want any of that. Nobody wants to see any of that. Okay? Just keep that in your pants. That's un-American. That's perversion. But the girl with the Oilers shirt, I mean, show them if you got them, bro. When you got a perfect pair, I mean, it's like the guys that walk around that are all cut up and they go shirtless. I would do that in a heartbeat. I'd be doing this show shirtless if I was cut up like some of those dudes. I'd make sure we'd have camera angles like of my chest and all that kind of stuff. I'd get a raised chair or something, you know? Pulp Fiction does have a great soundtrack, Giovanni. You are correct. If Big O and Sean both bang the drum at the same time, is that considered a gangbang? Basically. Heavy metal. That is, dude. Alan, you nailed it, bro. That is top 5 for me personally. Again, it's all a subjective type of thing because lots of people that don't like hard rock will not get into the heavy metal soundtrack. But the heavy metal soundtrack, oh my God, that is a great soundtrack. And by the way, for any of you all out there, those of you that like to get a little high, you should get your little buzz. And if you've never played the heavy metal movie, it's a cartoon. Okay? I'm going to pull up the soundtrack for heavy metal. And let me tell you something. Oh, it's live, 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 live on heavy metal. And I believe they have both heavy metal songs in there. For even the one for what's it called from Sammy Hagar, I believe. Red Rider performs Mr. Sunshine. No, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Is it no, Radar Rider, I'm sorry. Here we go. Veterans of Psychic Wars from Blue Oyster Cult, great song. True Companion, Donald Fagen. Blue Lamp, Stevie Nicks. Open Arms, Journey. Reach Out from Cheap Trick. Taking a ride on heavy metal. That's Fingers Feldler from the Eagles, Don Feldler. Queen Bee from Grand Funk Railroad. I Must Be Dreamin' from Cheap Trick. Crazy from Nazareth. All of You from Don Felder again. Heavy Metal from Sammy Hagar. I told you both heavy metals are in there. E5150, written by Geezer Butler and Ronnie James Dio and Tony Iommi, performed by Black Sabbath. The Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. I'm Through Being Cool. That's Devo. If you're into Devo. I've been working in a coal mine, going downtown, working in a coal mine. Woo! Devo again, doing a little coal mine. I mean, you nailed it, bro. I have that DVD of heavy metal because that is one of the movies that I absolutely love. And the soundtrack. Wow. Alan, you're a special dude. You know your shit, bro. You know your shit. I thought The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly had an excellent soundtrack. I don't remember that. I don't remember their soundtrack. Lost Boys. Yes, that's a good one. I remember that. I mentioned Grease, that it was like, a lot of the songs were made for the movie, but then a lot of those songs became hits. So people may like that one too. Captain Saki is out in Tarpon Springs. Thank you, sir, for tuning in as always. Remember, folks, you can make a donation through Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And don't forget, you can make a Bitcoin donation too there, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. You can visit our merchandise shop. We got our shirts, our hats, Blind Ass Fan shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. You can help our platform grow. You can use the QR code to go to it. You can go, the link is on our Twitter page, Instagram page, and right here on our YouTube page. It is bigoradioshow.myshopify.com. Support the platform. And don't forget, we're also sponsored by the great Welt and Rayom. And a lot of you out there are dealing with some damage after the recent storm that we had. Folks, call Jeff Welt right now. The consultation's completely free. Don't even bother calling the insurance companies. And if nothing's happened, save this number, because if something does, you want to call them first. You don't want to call the insurance company. They'll call the insurance company. They'll handle all the headaches for you. 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. They have their own adjusters. So they'll get this ball rolling, and they will straighten out these insurance companies. I saw it firsthand. They did it for us when Progressive was trying to take advantage of us. And all of these insurance companies will take advantage of you because they know all the rules, they know all the laws, they know all the loopholes, and you don't. But guess who does? Welton Rayom. So call them. They will be the greatest left and right tackle you have ever had in your life. 954-966-4646. What about the soundtrack from Platoon? I think that was actually a pretty damn good soundtrack, if I remember correctly. Rock and roll high school. I don't remember Rock and Roll High School soundtrack. I just remember the Ramones. It's been so long. Yeah. It's been so long that I don't remember at all. Alley Cat, School Day by Chuck Berry, Smoking in the Boys' Room, Brownsville Station, School's Out, obviously, I remember that, Alice Cooper, Comeback Johnny from Devo, Teenage Depression, Eddie and the Hot Rods, Albatross, Fleetwood Mac, Jigsaw Puzzle Blues, Fleetwood Mac, So It Goes, Nick Lowe, Did We Meet Somewhere Before, McCartney and Wings, High School, MC5. It's a good song, actually. Come On, Let's Go, Richie Valens. You're the Best, the Paley Brothers, A Dream Goes On Forever, Todd Rundgren, Rock and Roll with the Velvet Underground, Spirit Drifting, Brian Eno, and Alternative 3, Brian Eno, M386, Brian Eno, Energy Fools, The Magician, Brian Eno, Blitzkrieg Bop, the Ramones. I Just Want to Have to Do Something to Do, the Ramones. I Want to Be Sedated, the Ramones. I Want to Be Your Boyfriend, the Ramones. I Want You Around, the Ramones. Pinhead, the Ramones. Yeah. Once you have this many Ramones songs, that's it. Sheena's a punk rocker. God, I love that song. Teenage Lobotomy, California Sun. Yeah. Really good soundtrack. Really strong with the Ramones, obviously. That's what I remember the most was the Ramones. Everything else I did not remember. Oh, man. You guys are all over the place. Breakfast Club did have a great soundtrack. Trainspotting. Very good, Pat. Very good. Trainspotting. Great movie. Underrated movie. It's kind of cultish now, but there's a lot of people that still. You ever seen Trainspotting? Yeah. I'm sure you haven't. I'm sure you haven't. There's a lot of people that haven't seen Trainspotting. Trainspotting is one of those movies that's kind of undergroundish. It's like I don't. It's not one that ever. It's like A Clockwork Orange. Just like it. Not everybody has seen, and those are two phenomenal movies that you should watch. You ever seen A Clockwork Orange? Two movies right there for you. Definitely you want to watch. Last American Virgin does have a good soundtrack. You are correct, sir. You are correct. She's a cutie too, man. Total cutie. What do you make of these Russian warships? No, I don't make anything out of it. That is politics. That's all it is. It's politics. Is what's going on. There's a lot deeper stuff going on with that one. It's a mental game that's being played for Americans and the what's it called, for politics and voting and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of layers of it, but it really has nothing to do with anything aggressive like in war or anything like that. It's more for painting it up and using it for other purposes. What else do we have here? Detroit Rock City. Yeah, that was actually a decent one. I remember it. The movie wasn't that good. The movie was overrated. The cute French actress who played in Summer Lovers was Valerie Quinescen, who died tragically in a car accident at only 31. Wow. Man. How about Tommy the Who? Oh, you talk about Pinball Wizard? Yeah. Yep. Train Spotting, great film. Mike No-Go Zones. A Clockwork Orange was one of the rare films that I prefer to the book. Okay. A Clockwork Orange was Hackman at his best. Clockwork Orange I love it, man. I love it. Big O, my favorite soundtrack. Oh, that's a great one, dude. New Jack City. Wow. Damn. And my favorite song there is the one from Guy. It's like God. Oh, it's the one where they're all dancing and Nino Brown's dancing, and the girl that G Money and him are talking about, that she's the one that then at that place she ends up banging Nino Brown. That song there that guy was doing. Oh man, I think it's called GUI. I think it's just called Guy, that song, actually. Or maybe that one's called the New Jack Song or something. I forgot, but oh, dude, I love that song. That is my favorite song out of that soundtrack. And that soundtrack's got a whole bunch of great songs. Okay? But the one from Guy that they're performing right there in the club that's the one where the twins are dancing, they're going underneath each other and all that kind of stuff. New Jack Swing. That's it. Who got it? Joseph, thank you. New Jack Swing. That's the song from Guy. That's my favorite song of that soundtrack. I can jam that song in a loop. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great call. Who made that one? Devin. Great call. Useless information in my head, Big O. Jennifer Beals' first movie is My Bodyguard. And speaking about soundtracks, Flashdance. Jennifer Beals was in My Bodyguard? Holy crap. I don't remember her in My Bodyguard. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Jennifer Beals owns one of the hottest scenes in movie history without being naked. Okay? All right. Her scene at the restaurant when she's sucking on lobster and she takes off her jacket and she has just the whatever that bib is on from the jacket, and she has nothing underneath, and there's like a little side boobage, and she's like sexually eating the food in front of her date. That might be one of the hottest scenes in movie history. Top 5 for me. Top 3 for me. Top 2 for me. I don't know. Without being naked. Okay? Clifford's friend? Oh, she plays Clifford's friend. Okay. Okay. That's she doesn't even have a name. She's just Clifford's friend. I had no idea Jennifer Beals was in My Bodyguard. That is a great nugget to know. I'm gonna have to go back now and look at My Bodyguard just for the hell of it. Okay. Matt Dillon was a nobody in those days. He was a kid in those days. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. Nice job by you guys. I like that. I like that useless information. Let's see. What else do we have? Anyone recall the movie The Wrath? With Charlie Sheen had a soundtrack. No. Never saw the movie. Don't know the movie. No. They've mentioned the Top Gun. What? The Wraith. He spelled it with W-R-A-I-T-H. The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. Really? 86 film? Well, give me the soundtrack. Give me the soundtrack. But give me the name of the song and the artist, if you can, so I know what the hell we're.
I don't know if any of these make sense, but I'll go with Where's the Fire, Tim Feehan. Those Were the Days, Honeymoon Suite. Heart versus Head, Stan Bush. Hold On, Blue Eyes, LaMarca. Young Love, Hot Love, Jill Michaels. Secret Loser, Ozzy Osbourne. Never Surrender, Lion. Bad Mistakes, James House. Wake Up Call, Ian Hunter. A Matter of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler.
I wouldn't call it a great soundtrack. Not even a good soundtrack. Let's see what else. Yeah, we mentioned Top Gun. Top Gun had an exceptional soundtrack. Let's see. Educate your children, folks. Once all the folks of the 80s and 90s eras die off, these kids are going to be living in a world of idiocy, where crops are watered with Mountain Dew. God help us. Oh, man. You guys are a trip. All right, let's get to our 3A Graphics Sports Well, you know what? Let's do this. Give me a 1 minute break here to start off hour number 2, live from Caneswear here in Davie.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
All right, baby, we are live. Hour number 2 here at Caneswear. And remember, you could use our code BIGO10. You will get 10% off. And look, we got a bunch of Panthers gear for the kids. Inter Miami, got the new jerseys. See that? There we go. But Panther fans, don't give up now, okay? Because, you know, we still have game 6. It's a win. And then you've got a parade. And then you come back here to get your championship gear for the parade. See? More jerseys. Look at this. We got the wall of rats going on right now. There's a wall of rats going on right now, okay? Let me show you here at Caneswear. 2655 South University Drive. Look at this. Look at these shirts all over. You want a 954? You got a 954. There you go. Rats, we're back. 30th anniversary. Quest for the Cup. And you can order all of these online, by the way. And if you go and order over $99, you will get free shipping. Look at that. Nice dry fit. Oh, this one's really nice. I like that. There you go. See, all kinds. Long sleeve, too. So if you live up north and it gets a little cold, and of course, anything and everything Canes gear. Look at all the hats. I mean, it is crazy here. Look at the size of this store. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's loaded. And then, you know, for especially a guy like me that loves the Dolphins, right? But you know how I am. I am not a fan of the new logo, right? This whale thing. See, this whale thing I'm not a fan of. But the beauty is here at Caneswear, since I'm a fan of the old logo, I can get, oh, where is it? Old logo stuff. See? All the old logo stuff. There you go. Let me show you all, you guys out there. See? Look at all the different Miami Dolphin hats that you have all throughout. All kinds of old logos, new logos. If you like the whale, you can buy the whale, you know? And then, of course, the Marlins. I don't know, are they still playing baseball here? Oh, they are. Okay. Well, we have Marlin stuff. And look, check it out. Heat, of course. I mean, it's everywhere, man. It's every, and come see John, of course. He'll take care of you, see? John's the man. He'll take care of you. So, you know, come on out here, 2655 South University Drive in Davie. I mean, they've got anything and everything practically with the Canes logo on it. You need mugs, you need keychains, all that kind of stuff. We got it here, man. Got it here. More Panther stuff, you know? So if you live up north, need some of this stuff. Although it does get cold in the arena. I tell you, since I lost weight, you lose some fat, you lose some warmth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, crazy. And, of course, here we're at the wall of Messi and everything here where we're broadcasting. You can see all the Inter Miami stuff that's there. See? Look at all the Inter Miami stuff. All of this. You can order any of this at Caneswear Miami Fanwear. That's right. There we go. All right. Now, we are done here. I'm on. There we go. So gave you guys a little cruise of Caneswear and show you. I mean, I could be on for hours just talking about everything that's here in this store. The helmets, all kinds of stuff. The neon signs. I didn't even get to show you the neon signs. Yeah, the flags, the tents. They have tents and all kinds of stuff for tailgating. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff that they have here. It's just awesome. It's a beautiful thing, as they say. Ocala Joe is in the house. I don't know crap about hockey. However, it looks like the players are playing like they are afraid to lose instead of being the aggressors. Thoughts? Yeah, they're not playing like they were the first 3 games. No, in the third period, they kind of started playing their game again. So we'll see. I think that 3-0 lead was just too much, and it became like they got they lost a little bit of their edge, and to the Oilers' credit, they've pounced. You know what I'm saying? By the way, come on, let's go. Get us over 100 already in the likes. Let's go. Smash the hell out of that like button, please. What else do we have going on in the world of sports? Willie Mays, we talked about. Rest in peace. He is 93 years old, passes away. By the way, is Jimmy Butler a bad luck charm now? Just wondering. Because last week, Jimmy Butler was, flirting around over in Los Angeles, hanging around with the Sparks. And he was, hugging Cameron Brink and dapping her up and all that good stuff. And everybody saw the pictures, right? Jimmy and Cameron Brink. And then now Cameron Brink got injured. She suffered a serious injury. They had to carry her off the damn court. So Jimmy Butler is injury prone, and you become injury prone the second Jimmy Butler puts his hands on you. Did you show the other picture? I love live. No, not that one. I didn't put the one of her injured. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I thought I put the other one. Maybe I didn't. No, my bad. Anyway,
threw me off.
Too funny, bro. Too funny. God, poor girl. So now you know if Jimmy Butler shows up somewhere and he, takes pictures with a specific athlete, now you've got the Jimmy Butler curse. Cameron Brink just went through the Jimmy Butler curse. That's how injury prone Jimmy Butler is now. He's so injury prone that his injuries now, it's like it's contagious. And like nobody would ever figure that injuries are contagious. Except for now Cameron Brink, we now have, proof. So don't allow Jimmy Butler to hug you and wear your jersey. It's not a good omen. That's all I know. I mean, the proof is there, right? So what are you going to do? The best to Cameron Brink, hopefully, what it reminds me of, which is the next picture that you had there. What's it called? When the whole thing that goes on with Jack Nicklaus yesterday, when you have Jack Nicklaus bang the drum before a Panther game and kill momentum of the moment because everybody's pumped, and then it's like, what drums? There was no banging. And it's like, okay, yeah, let's cheer for the old man. It was total, You hire Mario Cristobal. You announce Mario Cristobal as your head coach, and the only thing you can come up with is a kid's jersey. I mean, it's the same shit. It's like killing the entire momentum. Like, seriously, you just hired Cristobal. You give him a boatload of money. You couldn't afford a man's jersey. You had to give him a 6-year-old's jersey. Just kind of ruins the moment there at that moment. Like, who thought that was a good idea for a little? And on top of all of that, if it's Mike McDaniel holding up that jersey, it doesn't look so bad. But it's Mario Cristobal, bro. He's a freaking wall. He's a wall, and he's holding up a infant's jersey. That's exactly what happened last night at the Panthers arena at Amerant Bank when you had Jack Nicklaus tapping on the drum last night. Tapping. Again, nothing on Jack. Beautiful human being. Incredible athlete. Phenomenal. One of the greatest golfer, second greatest golfer, whatever, however you want to look at it with your whatever discussion you want to get into. But again, he wasn't the person for that moment. Just like that jersey was not the jersey for the moment when you hired Mario Cristobal. Well, actually, he has lived up to the jersey. You're right. That's a good one. It's a very good one. So far, he has coached up to the level of that jersey. He hasn't coached up like a regular jersey. You're right about that. Jimmy is the injury wizard. There you go. So this is going to Game 7. We can give Bob a break. I don't know yet. They're very good on the road, so maybe they'll get it done here in Game 6. I think we're going to get a pissed off team on Friday. I think we're going to get a team that is going to hear a lot of crap for the next couple of days. They're going to look in the mirror. They're going to be really pissed about what's happened. And I think you're going to get a mighty focused team on Friday. I would hope so. Let's see. If you're going to get an old legend to bang the drum, get Larry Zonka, period. Okay. That's a good one. He may, yeah. Because he still is, he's still in good shape.
And he's feisty too.
Yeah.
Right before he goes to bang the drum, say something bad about the 72 Dolphins.
No.
It's over, buddy.
Zonka that's a good one. That's an old man that still has some punch. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Totally agree with you, Big O, about the scene with Jennifer Beals. She was a freaking hottie in that movie. Oh, God, yes. She was amazing, dude. Are you kidding me? Jennifer Beals is flat out gorgeous. Just like when you order a Big Mac and they give you a hamburger. Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of clickbait, did you see the article about Nick Bosa coming in a trade? No, because it's not true. Why would I follow stupid shit like that, dude? You know what I mean? You're already talking about it. You're already questioning it as you mentioned it already, Big Johnson. So why would I bother with anything like that? It's the off season, and again, man, I'm just not that person, dude. I don't need to do stuff for clicks and views. That's just not my style. I'd be doing you guys a disservice. I'd be lying to you guys constantly if I'm doing that stuff. That's really what you're doing. When you're clickbaiting people, you're just lying to them. But you guys like to be lied to. That is the truth. You don't mind. You go back to it over and over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter. You have an entire network that lied about an election, and people still go back to it. Completely lied about it, and they go back to it. It's like people are sheep, dude. So you will listen and you will reread that writer that never breaks any stories, but gives you fake shit all the time. And is giving you all that clickbait stuff, and you keep reading it and keep reading it and keep repeating it and keep passing it on. And just like that Joey Boza story, which I don't know anything about it, which I already know it's a lie already without even, but then you'll go back and follow that idiot when he says something else, and it's your fault because you are the people that keep promoting the wrong people. It's a shame, man. It really is. It's a shame. But hey, man, there's a place for everybody. If you say crazy stuff, there's a place for you. If you're just a clickbaiter, it's there for you. You know what I'm saying? So I can't help you, but people love it. They love all the lies and the sensationalism and all that stuff. And then they reward it, is what they do. So since you reward it, they'll continue to do it. And that's kind of the way it rolls, unfortunately, Big O, do you think Tyreek wants to restructure to make room for Tua? Seriously, dude. Whew. Yeah, it's got to be really slow, bro. It's got to be really slow. Really slow. And not very bright when you really don't understand what the hell's going on. Yeah, that was a really stupid question is what I'm trying to say, my brother. Really stupid. Like really uneducated question. Just want you to know that, my man. So don't repeat it to anybody else because I basically told you here in public and everybody else, really stupid question. So you may want to lay off that kind of stuff. May want to lay off the drugs too.
Stupid chat. Stupid chat. Stupid chat. Run for cover. Grab the earmuffs. Hide the children. Our IQ is being sucked into a wormhole. Save your brain cells. Stupid chat. Stupid chat. Stupid chat.
All right, let's go with musicians' birthdays today. Brian Welsh was born on this date in 1970 from Korn. Paula Abdul, American singer, songwriter, voice actress, dance choreographer. 1963 on this date. Simon Wright was also born on this date in 1963, drummer for AC/DC. Also was a drummer for Dio back in 1989. Let's see. Mark DeBarge from the American Family, the group DeBarge. In the Rhythm of the Night. Ann Wilson, born in 1950 on this date from Heart. They've sold over 35 million records worldwide. Let's see. And Al Wilson, the Reverend Al Wilson, was born on this date in 1939. Yes, a little show and tell. That's some musicians born on this date. Let's go with others, entertainers and such, born on this date. Boris Johnson, 60 years old today. Macklemore is 41 today. Zoe Saldana is 46 today. Jordan Poole, 25. Atticus Schaefer, TV actor, is 26. Dirk Nowitzki, 46. Lou Gehrig was born on this date in 1903. We lost him in 1941. Lauren Lee Smith, actress, 44. Aidan Turner, movie actor, 41. And any wrestlers, sir?
If you have aspirations to be a pro wrestler and you were born on June 19th, quit now.
Okay. I guess nobody was born. Damn. At least no famous wrestler. Right. No famous wrestler. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go with a little music history. On June 19th, in 1967, the Jimi Hendrix Experience released a single, Purple Haze. In 2003, the opening date of the Lollapalooza tour featuring Audioslave, Queens of the Stone Age, had to be canceled because organizers felt Jane's Addiction's stage wouldn't fit in the venue of Michigan's Iona County Fairgrounds. In 82, Asia topped the charts with their self-titled debut that went to number 1. Great album. In 87, Guns N' Roses performed for the first time in the UK, taking the stage at a sold-out show at the London's Marquee Club. In 2012, the former chief financial officer for Pearl Jam was charged with 33 counts of theft for allegedly stealing at least $380,000 from the band over several years, spending it on lavish vacation, wine, and spa treatments. Hey, you got to treat yourself when you're in life here, man. You know, what the hell? This is what it is. So, not bad. Not bad. What happened now? Oh, my God, what happened? What, you're never trusting what? What happened? What site did you go to ever again that you're not trusting? The birthday one. Why?
Thank you to Heriberto, or how
Heriberto?
if I say that wrong, I apologize.
Heriberto.
Wahoo McDaniel. Chief Wahoo McDaniel was
Oh,
born
former
on
Dolphin.
this day. Yes.
Expansion Dolphin.
Yes. I will never use that website again. I've been using it, and it's not let me down.
Wow, Wahoo was born on this
Wahoo
day?
McDaniel born June 19th, so I stand corrected. If you have aspirations, keep hitting the gym, keep hitting the protein, the creatine, lift the weights, say the prayers, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Good job by you, Eddie Redto. Nice job. I like that. Mega Millions, by the way, there was a $61 million jackpot. It's going to roll over on Friday. 0 players. So the jackpot now will increase to $80 million, $38.2 million cash value for the Friday night drawing. Tuesday's numbers were 21, 22, 50, 55, and 67. The gold ball was number 20. Good luck to all. Remember, if you win the Mega Millions, there is only one rule. Besides, you go and cash your money. The other one is you've got to take Sean to a steak dinner. Just saying. If you don't do it, it's going to be a bad look. It's not good. That's all I can say. It's not good. It's not good. It's not something that you want to do. You want to avoid. By the way, Acura Pembroke Pines, a proud sponsor of our program. They are celebrating their 16th anniversary, and they've got the 3.9% financing going on right now for 60 months. And if you're looking for an Integra, which is a beautiful vehicle, you can get it for $319 a month. The RDX, $419 a month, the 2024 models. And by the way, the ZDX is in if you want to get electrified. The ZDX is in. It is beautiful. It gets like over 300 miles. I'm just ballpark. I think it's like 318 or 330 or something like that. So it's really, really good. And the car flies. I gave it a test drive. They told me, no, you gotta try this. You've got to check this out. And it is awesome. It rides, dude. I can't wait to get mine in 2025. I cannot wait. I am definitely getting one in 2025. I can't wait. Yes. Fun fact, Jimi Hendrix was in the U.S. Army. I know that, and was assigned to the 101 Air Force. I knew about that. He also played instruments in the U.S. Army, too. Just in case I win the lotto, want cut of steak. What cut of steak does Sean prefer?
Since you just won the lotto, the most expensive cut.
There he goes. Give him a Chateaubriand. That's my steak. It's the softest. Just, oh, I mean, it's the best fillet in the steak, in the cow. A Chateaubriand. I always have that when I go to Burns Steakhouse in Tampa, because not everybody has that cut. But Burns always has that cut. Oh my God, a Chateaubriand. So good, bro. So good. I'm just thinking about it right now, and the steak is literally melting in my mouth. Like, wow, just so good. What other players to make great? Whatever. Anyway, looking at Wahoo's Wikipedia page, he coached baseball by. He was coached in baseball by future President George H.W. Bush. There you go. You're trying to make up for that question. That's a good one. That's a good job by you, sir. Good job by you. So that was a terrible question. Happy birthday, Iron Horse. Was that his name? Oh, okay. Iron Horse. All I can think of is Saxon. John Rouse in the house. All I can think of is Saxon. She used to be an iron horse 20 years ago. Used to carry, what is it, through the ice and snow? The Iron Horse. Northampton, Massachusetts. Is that right where Timberlake got arrested? Because he did get arrested in the Hamptons. So I'm just saying, close by the Timberlake arrestee. Kiefer Sutherland? What's he doing? Diving on Christmas trees while drunk? What does Kiefer Sutherland do? The only thing you guys ever seen that video where he's drunk and he looks at the camera and then he turns around and tackles a Christmas tree that's lit? You ever seen that? Oh, Lou Gehrig was the Iron Horse. Okay, I got you now. Okay. All right. Now that's there. That's a good one right there. But you should listen to Saxon, Princess of the Night. And then you listen to that enough, anytime somebody mentions Iron Horse, you'll just think of Biff and the boys. I'm just telling you. Perfect. You paying to a $55 million a year will be chump change next year. It's perfect Q, like I tell everybody out there. You're losing sleep if they pay them 53, 54, 55, or 56, or 57. Like, who gives a shit, dude? Seriously. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? It's just, that's how it all goes. This guy will get that, and then the next 5 guys after him are all going to get paid way more than he does. And, it's just the whole, as I said before, the same bullshit was going, oh my God, Devonta Smith what are they going to have to pay Waddle? And then after, when they got the Waddle deal, everybody's like, oh, well, okay, it wasn't so bad. We make a big deal out of nothing. And if you've made this many moves, even Calais Campbell and everything, you know where you stand already in these negotiations. There's no way you would have made all of these moves and not have a good idea of where you stand. So to me, they're either sitting on the damn deal or they're slow walking it where, the stuff that's left, it's not that serious. There's no hurry. It's not like you're getting the money right now. You know what I'm saying? So relax. Season doesn't start till September. Training camp doesn't start till late June for the veterans. What is it, the 23rd or something like that? I think the rookies are the week before. So you got plenty of time that we don't even have to worry about this crap. It's just ridiculous. It's the stuff that I don't really understand. By the way, again, we are here at Caneswear, 2655 South University Drive in Davie. Come on by and check it out. Remember, you can also do it online. They've got anything and everything here at Miami Fanwear, Caneswear at Miami Fanwear, with a Canes logo on it, but they also got a ton of Dolphins gear, Heat, Inter Miami, Panthers, even Marlins gear here. They've got all kinds of stuff. So you can order anything and everything. We're right here in front of us. There's at least 18 pairs of sandals, men and women, because they got some that only women are going to wear. You know.
Although I'm thinking about purchasing that flowery pair for myself.
Really, I thought you were more of the glitter type.
No, I don't like the glitter. It sticks to your skin. I don't like that.
I don't know. John agrees with me. You look like a glitter guy.
Those flowery ones are me.
All right. But there's plenty. I mean, there's everything and anything. That's his. That's his flowery ones right there. Wagyu steak, most expensive steak in the world. Okay. I'm happy for that. He'll take 2. I hear JJ McCarthy is holding out for a bonus payment to have to play next to Flores. Maybe that could be true. Just because you have to play with Flores, you might want to ask for extra money. That there could be some truth to that. More truth to that than Joey Bosa to my what? Where did you guys come up with that? Oh, it's Nick Bosa or whatever. Where did they come up? Where did that come up with? Who the hell is doing that? Like, it's like, really, dude. Can you ask Caneswear if they have a shirt of the Panthers with Jack Nicklaus banging the drum? Not yet. Not yet. But they did get jacked last night. They got jacked last night by the Oilers. That's for sure. Oh, do you see Flores ever getting a head coach job again? No, I don't think so, but stranger things have happened. So I can't say that. I don't think his defense was necessarily earth-shattering last year either. So Antonio Brown is broke and being sued. So I think most of us aren't really surprised with how everything is ending up for him. Antonio Brown, the former superstar wide receiver who played for the Steelers and the Patriots and the Bucks, has now filed for bankruptcy to get his accounts fixed. He appeared on a famous broadcast, The Pivot, to speak about his life, including his traumas. And he says, I'm effed up. What I'm saying, I wouldn't say that. I just can't comply with the debt. It's all about protecting yourself. But yeah, I'm not broke, but I'm fractured. I'm just reallocating the debt to take care of the debt. That's all I'm doing right now. Things get overhead. Anybody can sue you and can take you for whatever you got. At this point, I don't work. I don't make millions of dollars, whereas coming in where I could have just forced someone that money. So, Chapter 11 is about restructuring the money you're making so you can take care of the debt. He probably learned that like last week. Anyway, so Antonio, by the way, he says, apart from being quite vocal on Twitter, Brown is currently following his rap career. He's putting concerts across the United States with his hit, Put That Shit On, which is also on his biography on Twitter. Just want to say, Tyreek Hill, you want to look at Antonio Brown? You want to keep having kids? You got like 11 with like 5 different baby mamas. Your ass is going to be so broke. It's not even funny how broke you're going to be. So keep doing the stupid things you're doing and getting in trouble with the law. Keep sticking your pecker where it shouldn't be and pumping out kids. I don't know if it's because you think you alone, along with Nick Cannon, can fix our population issues since we're going downward. And I guess you guys want to, pump up our population a little bit, literally. See Antonio Brown? I'm just saying, pay attention, dude. You're headed in that direction. I saw where Travis Henry, remember Travis Henry, the running back? Broke. Got like 10 kids, several baby mamas, and got no money anymore. And there's taxes, there's agents, there's lawyers, there's homes, there's cars, there's insurance. I mean, you and I live it every day, right? And all we do is we're like one family, one house, one car, 2 cars, whatever, 1 or 2 kids, and we're up here. So can you imagine these people? And yeah, they make money, but the amount of money they make, a lot of it is going out the door. And by the way things have gone with our last 4 presidents and the way they've printed all that money buys a lot less nowadays. So it goes faster. So if you want to keep having, he's got 11 kids now. Look at Antonio Brown. Tyreek, I guarantee you will be broke. I guarantee you will be broke. I don't wish it on him, but that's the pace he's headed. So I have no sympathy for Antonio Brown because he is abusive of people. I have sympathy for Junior Seau. Okay? Junior Seau was not a problem to society, but he knew he had problems, and the only person he affected was mainly himself. He wasn't out to hurt people. I'm sure he hurt his family in the end by taking his life, but, it was a demon that he was living with that he didn't want to live with anymore. Okay? But I can sympathize with Junior Seau. I can't sympathize with Antonio Brown, who has had so many problems with so many people and has tried to screw so many people over. For me, this is karma in Antonio Brown's world. With others, we can have sympathy because others have problems, but they fight the demons, but they try not to get anybody else involved in it. And you respect that. You don't respect the people that want to be abusive of others. You can control that. And he never felt, and I'm talking about Antonio Brown, that he wanted to even control that. So 0 sympathy when I hear anything about Antonio Brown. 0. Let's see. What else do you have? There's too much FUD this time of year. You got to ignore it. Yeah. Yeah. But people aren't smart enough to ignore it, man. Yikes. Antonio Brown broke and being sued is something I thought I would never, ever utter. Next thing you know, Tyreek will have a child out of wedlock. Trying to reduce money to his children. Yeah. Citizen is considering to raise property taxes by 14%. Yeah, it's getting to a point for a lot of us that Florida is too expensive to live in. Just is, bro. When you start thinking about property taxes and insurance, it's getting out of control. And there's only going to be a certain income that can live down here because it's going to be a mission to pay insurance nowadays. It's crazy, man. Pay a lot of money for insurance. I could see a lot of people moving out of Florida because that just becomes unbearable. Even if you own your house, okay? Which I believe if you own the house, you don't have to get insurance anymore. But you will. But you will because you're in Florida. You own your house and you don't do it, so your ball's out. Right, you'll repair, but you'll be out for a while in the repair job. So that's what I'm saying, that's risky. Most people aren't doing that. Most people, if they even have their houses paid, they're still going to pay home insurance and then the taxes. Holy shit, dude. You know? Because we can't avoid the property taxes. We all have to pay the property, and all they do is go up and up and up, and then insurance is just going up and up and up. Those two factors alone, even if you own the house, are going to force people to move. Yeah. Because they're just going to say no. And if you're more in the retired side of your life, that's a lot of money, dude, insurance and taxes for retired people. You know, I think about it, and I wonder if in a couple of years I'll be living here. Yeah, North Florida is definitely a much, but it's still Florida, and that's the problem. So, again, now you have other natural disasters you got to deal with in other places. So it's like you got to figure out where you go, and but there's no way that insurance costs are more expensive than they are in Florida. Maybe California would be the only other one because they have so many different weird things going on there. Jesus Christ. Those people get earthquakes, they get rainstorms, they have now some of the hurricanes and the effects of hurricanes are coming up from the south and affecting the southern part of even California. They got floods, they've got mudslides, they've got fires. I mean, maybe California is the only one over Florida. That's about it. Crazy. Well, I'm sure Texas too, because they've got plenty of hurricane. Yeah, that Galveston, Houston area, dude, they get pounded all the time. So yeah, I'm sure that flood and hurricane insurance is expensive there in Texas. Also, it's got to be pretty bad for any of our friends in Texas. Insurance sucks in North Carolina too. Really, I would imagine maybe on the coast, but inside Central and Western Carolina, it can't be that bad. Pat in Asheville, your insurance out in Western Carolina is not as bad, right? It can't be like the coast for Carolina. That I can see. The South and North Carolina's coast, I can see because they are hurricane zones. So I can see that. But the middle of Carolina, the western part of Carolina, it can't be that bad. It can't be like the East. I can't imagine it, bro. The worst disaster in California is Gavin Newsom. That is correct. That is 100% correct. You can move to Arizona, same weather, but much cheaper living, $600 rent for one bedroom. Yeah. Arizona's a nice place, man. We lived in Statesville. Don't miss it. Okay. I'm from California. Don't move there unless you can afford it. So many taxes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They got taxes for everything. J-Lo and Ben Affleck are getting a divorce, right? And so they bought a mansion and then put millions into the mansion. Now they were trying to sell it for $60 million. But because they didn't own it for long enough, they have to pay a mansion tax in California. And it's like $3 million or something because you're flipping the mansion over without living in it. Because what they don't want is people that buy and flip and stuff like that. So they want you to literally live in it for several years before you even think about selling it. And then you won't get fined. but because they're basically flipping the house because they bought it, never lived in it, and flipped it, now they got to pay a mansion tax now on top of all the other like California is ridiculous, dude. Really, seriously, California, what they do is just crazy. By the way, can I ask you guys out there? I went into our iTunes because I wanted to check it out and see, what people are writing about us and all that stuff. And so I want you to listen to this, okay? I want you guys to listen to this listener of our show. I used to do deliveries and always made sure I was on the road between 10 and 12 so I could listen to the Big O. He's just like me. All South Florida teams all the time. If South Florida has a snail racing team, pretty sure Big O would be a fan. Now we get him unfiltered without commercial radio stooges. Must listen for South Florida sports fans. This guy's a good fan, right? It's a hell of a review. Fucking press 2 stars, bro. Joe in the PSL. Joe in the PSL. Whoever you are, Joe in the PSL.
Maybe thought it was out of 3-star system. I don't know.
It has 5 stars there, and he hit 2 stars. And it's like it's a great review. And it's actually it is a perfect description of me. He's just like me, all South Florida teams all the time. If South Florida has a snail racing team, pretty sure Big O would be a fan. He's right. I don't give a shit if it was the Miami Soul I used to follow. It doesn't matter to me. I follow all our local teams. I'm a fan of Nova, basketball, FAU, whatever. I follow everybody locally. FIU, whatever. It doesn't matter. Even if you suck, I'm going to follow you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be supportive of all of our local teams, programs, all that stuff. Now we get them unfiltered without commercial radio stooges. Must listen for South Florida sports fans. 2-star. That's awesome. I mean, it's just like, you can't beat that, bro. It probably is Joe Shad. Probably is. Joe in the PSL. What's PSL? That's the other. Oh, Port St. Lucie. That's it. It's Port St. Lucie. That's it. That's it. So Joe in Port St. Lucie. Damn, dude. Holy shit, bro. God bless. Oh, man. An old Air Force friend of mine is from California and lives in New Mexico, and he loves it. Great scenery, reasonable prices, nice and quiet as well. Yeah, man, not a lot of people live in New Mexico. They all moved to Arizona, not New Mexico. It's the weirdest thing. New Mexico is just not a place that, it's like Wyoming. It's like the Dakotas. It's like some of those states where barely anybody lives in it. I think doesn't Wyoming have like 500,000 people in that entire state or something stupid like that? Maybe less than that. I mean, it's I know that they don't have a lot. Yeah. And by the way, thank you, George, as always, for listening. What else do we have? Yeah. Panthers should ask that guy to bang the drum. Yeah. Yeah. What was that? What was pretty good? In 2022, it's 581. What are you talking about? Oh, Wyoming, 581,000? Pretty good, huh? I don't know where I get all that shit. I have no idea. I don't know why it sticks to my mind. I don't know why I would know stupid stuff like that I would pull that out of my ass that, hey, Wyoming has 500,000 people. And sure enough. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know why. It's just like that. I bet that guy gives amazing kudos for service, but never tips. Some people who are devout worshipers of Christ, Buddha, Muhammad would only give 2 stars. Oh, man. The only thing I know about Wyoming is Josh Allen went there. There you go. If you're not next to the coast, people don't want to go. That's not true. Vegas is not in any coast, and we all want to go to Vegas and have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? That's one place that without a coast that we all want to go to, you know? So, yeah, you're right in general, by the way. In general, you're right. There's not a lot of places that are super attractive. Although I got to tell you, I got a bucket list place that I've never been to, and all I hear about it's phenomenal, and that's Nashville. You been there? It is phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah, I hear it's a great place. I hear downtown is freaking like rocking, bro. You could just spend nights going up and down, checking out the live music, and the vibe is awesome and all that stuff. And I know I heard the stadiums, right there.
And then people just pop in and do concerts all the time.
Yeah, dude.
At
Yeah,
different venues.
Yeah. I only hear great shit about Nashville. I've never heard anybody that went to Nashville and said, "Oh, I had a bad time." Everybody has a great time in Nashville. So that doesn't have a coast. That's another one of those kind of places that a lot of us talk about. And I haven't been there myself. I've been to Vegas lots of times. You can get me to go to Vegas anytime, dude. I love Vegas. But I got to go to Nashville. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, definitely. But I got to go to Nashville. I drove through Tennessee a couple times, but I just never really stayed in Nashville and hung out. I actually stopped in Knoxville, not Nashville. But yeah, if there's a business out there that wants to fly us out to Nashville to do the show from there, we're more than welcome. You can call our business line at 786-754-4664. We will broadcast anywhere in the world. But Nashville, now that's special. I like that. I like it a lot. Big O, I think the guy from Port St. Lucie. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? No. Oh, I pay less than $4,000 per year for property taxes and insurance. $4,000 is that doesn't even meet either or for me. Okay? Either or. I pay over $4,000 for both. Yeah. Each. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got to move. I will move. I will not be here very much longer. I can promise you that. I will move. There's no doubt in my mind that I have to move. Unfortunately, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nashville is one of those unique spots that have a cool downtown, but still a small town feel. Exactly. All I ever hear about that downtown is like one of the best. Keep Butch Berry at all costs. Make him the offensive coordinator if you have to. Where's that coming from? Butch Berry doesn't. I haven't heard of Butch Berry ever wanting to become an offensive coordinator. Where is that coming from? I'm not exactly sure why all of a sudden you've put some kind of drama behind something that doesn't need any drama. Did I read anywhere that did some podcaster somewhere?
I typed in the Nick Bosa thing and it came up from Reddit. Like somebody on Reddit, Dolphin, like slow time. What do you think about this?
Okay, so yeah, I figured it's stupid shit. Of course, it's people that
guessing that's where that.
Yeah, like I've always said, I always tell you guys this. You see breaking something, some insight from somebody, look at the person and say, do I ever get any real news from this person? No. Okay, so then why am I ever going to believe it? That's all. You know what I mean? And then don't go parroting stupid shit that really is nothing. Yes, sir.
Stupid chat. Run for cover. Grab the earmuffs. Hide the children. Our IQ is being sucked into a wormhole. Save your brain cells. Stupid chat. Stupid chat. Stupid chat.
Exactly. Let it go. By the way, Bitcoin's at 64,920, so it's right at the 65,000 mark. Locked in. Nothing wrong with that. That is all good. Remember, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show if you ever want to support the program. Let's see. I heard on Reddit, Twitter, foot and mouth. Big O, if you move, you'll still be a Finn fan, correct? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not moving to Texas either, by the way.
I'm telling you now, you're going to move to Nashville. You're going to be wearing Tannehill jerseys
Yeah, exactly.
and everything else, man. I could see it now.
Yeah. 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 Something tells me if I move, where I move, they won't have any of the teams. That I can tell you. So I mean, I wouldn't. I even when I went to San Francisco, I was still. I had 4 TVs. This is in 1997. Okay, I had 4 tube TVs in my living room. I had DirecTV and all the packages, so I can watch my Marlins, my Dolphins, my Panthers, my Heat, all the time, and my Canes. So I always had, connections. In fact, when I was in San Francisco in 97, I saw Kevin Brown pitch a no-hitter at Candlestick. How freaking cool was that, dude? Okay? So, it's one of those deals. So it's I would never ever, abandon my my hometown teams. But I wouldn't be surprised that if I move somewhere, it's going to be a town that probably doesn't have any pro teams whatsoever. I probably won't move to a big town again. I probably will move somewhere where it's a little bit more quiet, more relaxed, more affordable, you know? And then the other thing for me is trying to see somewhere where climate doesn't affect you nearly as much, where you're not dealing so much with hurricanes or you're dealing with wicked snowstorms or maybe even wicked water too, Although you really can't control rainstorms. That can hit you anywhere in the world. Huh? Knoxville? You're kind of still in the tornado zone. You think it's just out of it? You do get them, right? Yeah, it's not Oklahoma, Kansas, and those people. Jesus Christ, dude. Man, that is some scary. I don't know. Why don't you just live under the ground? Build your homes in those areas under the ground. Build your home downward, not upward in those areas. And that's it, dude. And you never have to worry about a tornado again. Oh, there's a tornado? All right, cool. Yeah, it'll cruise by above us and we're done. A big old broadcasting at the Grand Ole Opry. That would be good. That would be good. I looked it up. Yep, Florida is the most expensive in the country. It is? Oh, I didn't know that. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that insurance, you're saying. I'm not surprised. We're definitely not the most expensive in property taxes because I'm sure California beats us in that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're already that, but it will completely be a playground of the rich. You are correct. That's a good call, John. That's a very good call. Yeah, I would agree with that. Just don't go to Memphis. Not exactly a place you'd like to walk out at night. Okay. All right. Never been to Memphis. I really haven't hung out. I drove through Knoxville. Just drove. That's it. Because I was going down from since I was up in Ohio. I was in Sandusky and in what's the other one? Because it's I went to both amusement parks that are up there in Ohio. Cedar Point and what's the other one? there's two monster ones up there, Cedar Point and the other one. I forgot the damn name. But anyway, anybody in Ohio, you can correct me. And then driving down, I went right through Knoxville. I remember that we were going to New Orleans, I believe, after we were done there. I used to live in Williamsburg, Virginia. That was really nice. In fact, I've been to Williamsburg. That's where Carowinds is. Six Flags or whatever, or is it Paramount Carowinds or whatever, the amusement park. My God, I remember Virginia is one of the most beautiful states to drive through. Yeah, dude. Like, oh my God, that place is beautiful. The trees everywhere. It's so green. Virginia was just an absolute gorgeous place, dude. Small town, nice people. You're on the coast, so you can get a hurricane, but it's set in a way that it doesn't come. It's a weak one. Okay. Let's see. Carowinds is outside of Charlotte. Oh, so it's Charlotte, North Carolina, where I was? Okay. So that's North Carolina. Which is the one that I went to in Virginia? Busch Gardens. That's what it was. It was Busch Gardens in Virginia, because I remember somebody telling me Busch Gardens in Virginia was better, and then when I went, I told them you're full of shit. Busch Gardens in Tampa is way better. Busch Gardens in Virginia is way nicer. It's beautiful. It's picturesque. All of the roller coasters are inside the forests and stuff. I mean, it is like something I've never seen before. But if you compare the two amusement parks itself, Tampa crushes Busch Gardens in Virginia. It's Busch Gardens, not Carowinds. That's what it is. My wife and I used to be amusement park freaks. So we would drive all over the country to go to amusement parks, and that's why I remember Carowinds and Busch Gardens, Virginia, and Cedar Point, and now I'm forgetting the other, Kings Island, Cedar Point and Kings Island. That's what it is. So, I've kind of been to amusement parks all over, bro. Magic Mountain, all kinds of places. Six Flags over Georgia and Atlanta, different places. I used to go to all of them, man. We used to love going to them roller coasters, man. That was fun. Let's see. Doesn't apply to you, Big O, but only Florida and Texas have the full range of benefits for disabled veterans. Unfortunately, enjoy the Carolinas. Well, I mean, we should be like, the red carpet should be rolled out for all of our veterans. You know what I'm saying? We don't do enough for our veterans. That's the shame. We don't do enough for people like Sean Stanley. So
the worst part about it is like with the benefits for disabled veterans. If
I
you're
know.
a disabled veteran, you should just.
Wait a minute. And you're not dealing with a bunch of shit?
Well, no, I mean, I have my knee injuries and things like that, but when
Okay.
you're looking at like that's the ones like,
Yeah, but this mofo deals with
so-
a lot of pain every day and fights a lot of bullshit. Don't let him talk it down, okay? So people like him need to be taken care of, and we don't. We just our priorities are all screwed up, bro. It's just it's the weirdest thing, and everybody's playing with everybody. Yeah, dude. We get a bunch of immigrants here, and we give them more rights than everybody else. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. But by the way, I gotta say, the Dems have played the Republicans like a fiddle, dude. Think about it. First of all, Biden lets him in. Okay. So then the Republicans get pissed and start shipping them to blue states. Guess what you should have done? You should have kept them in your red states. That way, guess what goes up? The electoral votes go up. You're now giving them to the blue states. They get more population. They get more electoral votes. So if you're going to battle the Biden giving them any chances to vote, keep them in your state so your electoral votes go up. I mean, they have played them like a fiddle, bro. Like a fiddle. Okay? And I'm not voting Biden or anything, but I'm just saying, I call it like I see it. Like, this Republican Party is not very smart. Not very smart. They go hard against the abortion stuff, which you're not going to win the people in the middle. You're not going to win those people over. And so, it's just they have mishandled stuff that they could easily win. Easily. They could easily win this election. And they keep doing things that are screwing themselves over, bro. It's amazing. I give them props. They have played them like a fiddle. And it's, anyway, just crazy stuff, man. And by the way, somebody asked me about the subs and all that. That's just to kind of create tension. And so then people think, because obviously that helps one side, hurts the other. So, and the Russians know it. So, it's kind of, they're playing the puppets too. They're pulling strings also. So they want to do what's best for them also. Anyway, it's crazy, bro. Just crazy. All the stuff that's being played, it's just, there's layers more into it. It's not as basic as everybody looks at it on the shell. When you go in and look at the layers inside, what they're really trying to do. Oh my God. Anyway, North Carolina smack dab in the middle. North Carolina is a good place, bro. Definitely a good place. Anyway, folks, don't forget, use our code BIG010 so you can get any discount here. You can get 10% off when you make a purchase here at Caneswear, in person or online. And also, by the way, for those of you that live a little too far and you can't drive here, it is heaven when you're here because you'll spend hours here. There's so much stuff to see. Like, it's things that you'll never figure it out. Like, this exists with this logo on it. Wow, this is awesome. They have a flag here. They got pens. They've got hats. They got shirts. They've got neon signs. They've got all kinds of stuff. Plates, license plates, stickers, wristbands, you name it, dude. I mean, I'm looking here at some Canes flags, and there's at least 15 different styles of Canes flags. It's just crazy, dude. Just come on out here and check it out. You will love it. Inter Miami gear all over the place. Dolphin gear, Heat gear. You're going to love it. And use our code BIG010. You will get 10% off. On behalf of course, Brett, Jeff, John here, all the great people out here at Caneswear, and of course, the great Sean Stanley, John Rouse is in the house. Thank you for coming by, John. We will see all of you tomorrow. We are at Hialeah Park. It's Thursday, so it's a 3:00 show. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same bat channel.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.